everybody. I thought I'd film a little bit of my, oh, look at my messy living room. I thought I'd film a little bit tonight of what we like to do on just like a night when we're just all here and the kids are here. I'm gonna go outside in my PJs. So yeah, just a little vlogging. A little vlog for the vlog. Hi, Charlie. Say hi to the people. I don't know, you guys. Like, he does this weird, like, bum thing when he sees people. I'll try to show you. Charlie. He likes to show people his bum first. And I don't know why he does that. He likes to show people his bum when they see people. And I just think that's just odd. Anyways, so that was Charlie a little bit. So yeah, we're outside playing with the kids. Oh, Charlie just got majorly hurt. But we're outside playing with the kids. And yeah. Lucas is in his rubber boots playing hockey. I'll show you. Show them your hockey style.
Ready, Maddie?
And rubber boots.
Hello! We're on the Toronto Maple Leafs, and my name is John Tavares.
John Tavares? I don't even know what that means.
It's a hockey name of Toronto Maple Leafs. No, Charlie, no! Okay, I'm gonna go back and play hockey.
Hi. So I'm sitting outside. I'm not feeling that great today. Yeah, so I just thought I'd come outside for a minute and maybe just sit in the grass. Thought I'd just film a little bit of that, and the boys are having fun, so that's good. So I thought today's video I'd kind of share a little bit of my colitis journey. I'm a little bit cozy today in a sweatshirt because I'm not feeling perfect and good and healthy. I've had recently a setback with my Crohn's and colitis disease. I started getting really, really bad pains in my stomach about a month ago. And kind of was hiding it and keeping it a secret, which was not a good thing. And I've had a little bit of a setback. Had some stress in my life, which caused me to have a little bit of a setback too. So I thought today I would share with you my discovery of my Crohn's and colitis disease. I know it's a very, very personal and can be an embarrassing disease to have. And I just thought that I would come forward, and if it could help one person by me talking about it and making it known that, and sharing my story, that maybe somebody would take comfort in it. And if you've ever watched this channel, you know that my goal is to feel like I'm talking to a friend. And if you are dealing with medical problems, feel free to message me. We can talk about it, how hard it is to be a mother and to have any kind of chronic illness. So I thought I'd share my story. I'm going to start at the very beginning. When I was a child, I had suffered a lot from like bathroom, bowel movement problems, lots of problems. I started having blood in my stool when I was really, really young. Lots of pain. I was diagnosed with everything under the sun. I was anemic. I had IBS. I suffered from lactose intolerance, all these different things that these doctors said that I had. Once I always suffered horrible pains, frequent trips to the bathroom. I always suffered a lot, and no doctor could tell me why. Certain foods upset my stomach. If I'd get stressed out at school, that would upset my stomach. I spent a lot of time in hospital emergency rooms trying to figure out what was going on. When I was before my dad passed away, he was having issues like that, and he had issues like that, from a really young age as well. He got diagnosed with ulcerative colitis. So he has had it very, very moderate, wasn't even severe. But it was enough to hinder some of his daily life. And yeah, so when he was diagnosed with that, after mine was kind of just, that's what they said. I had IBS, so I just kind of dealt with that every day. When I got pregnant with Lucas, I had some, which is my oldest, 10 years ago, I had some problems with him when I was pregnant as far as going pains and bleeding, bleeding out of the rectal area. It was just something they said, well, something comes along with pregnancy is hormones. And if you're a mom, you know you can have hemorrhoids, and you bleed sometimes. But I just didn't feel like that's what it was for me. After my son was turned 1, he got sick with the flu, and I got really, really sick, and I thought I had the flu. The flu went from being like flu-like symptoms to 3 weeks of bleeding, incredible amount of pain, and me finally making another trip to the emergency room, telling them that something is wrong with my stomach. I'm in so much pain. I'm tired. And they did blood work on me and discovered that I had a lot of inflammation in my bowel, or inflammation somewhere. They didn't know if it was from a bowel, but I had an emergency scope, colonoscopy, and that's the first indication that something was wrong with my colon. 2 weeks later, I got the results from my colonoscopy and was having an emergency colonoscopy in another hospital to try to get me on the right track. They put me on a heavy steroid, and I was okay. Maybe within a week, 2 weeks, I started like feeling, okay, don't feel so bad now. I'm trying to think. When I was bleeding at the worst, I was bleeding as much as 2-3 cups a day. It's not something that you should fool around with, and it's not something that you should wait, because as mothers, we have to take care of ourselves first. I learned that the hard way, that as a mother, you have to take care of yourself first. If I had went to the hospital when I first seen the amount of blood of the first day, instead of waiting 3 weeks, I probably could have saved myself a lot of hassle and ended up staying in the hospital. So it was kind of, why didn't I go beforehand? But I had a baby. My ex-husband was not so much present in the life of, he wasn't so much present in our lives. So there was no support from him as much as far as goes as my medical reasons. But about 5 or 6 months later, after being on prednisone, I started on other drugs because I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis. And I had Crohn's, but not as severe as the ulcerative colitis. My ulcerative colitis is severe. So that was something I had to learn to deal with, had to learn to live with, and I was doing good. I've always had flares come up here and there, and anybody that has this disease knows how exhausting it can be. It's so tiring, and sometimes you just feel like you have to drag yourself out of bed. That's probably the worst symptom that I have now. In 2015 was a very scary year for me. We had a lot of bad things happen, and I think my colitis kind of just got out of control. But at the end of the year, it was probably about 3 weeks before Christmas, I thought I was having another flare, to the point where I had to crawl from the bathroom to my car with 2 children to get to the hospital. I drove myself to the hospital, and I don't even remember being admitted. I don't remember anything. I got to the hospital and I passed out. Again, I should have called someone, should have got help, and I didn't, because I was so embarrassed about this disease, that it was doing this to me again, and that I was bleeding. I was admitted to the hospital, where they did blood work and tests, and discovered that I had something called C. difficile. It was basically killing me. Because I didn't go to the hospital when I first had symptoms, I thought it was a normal flare. I thought that I could help it, and it wasn't. So I had C. difficile, and it was basically killing me. I was in quarantine for about 2 weeks. Couldn't see my children. My mom was in chemo, so I couldn't even see her. Anybody that came and see me had to gown up and glove up. So I didn't get a lot of visitors, but the people that I did, I appreciate so much that came to me and came to visit. My sister-in-law, Jennifer, thank you so much. My two friends, Amanda and Maria, who brought flowers. To the hospital, and to my friend Eileen, who came and visited me when I was at the lowest of the low in my stay. It was days shy of Christmas, and I was still being told that I was not okay enough to go home. I was still very contagious. I couldn't leave my hospital room. I had to stay in there. So no one ever came in. I remember a couple times where the nurses and doctors were so busy up there, which I understand, that they couldn't even, they knocked on my door, and my little tube of yogurt that I got every day, because I was on pretty much like, at that point, like 3 weeks in, I was starting to eat solids again. My little tube of yogurt would be sitting beside the door. It was the hardest stay. So there's always a fear that that's going to come back, because with C. difficile, it's high. Once you've had it once, you can get it again.
Love you, baby.
Once you've had C. difficile, the chances are you getting it again. I have to watch when I go on like antibiotics and different things like that. Very scary. So I maintain it with medication and lots of rest. I'm with an amazing man who understands the disease, who actually took the time to learn how I feel. And he doesn't make me feel embarrassed at all about what I have to do for myself to feel better. So he has really, really helped. I have had to have my appendix out and my gallbladder due to the gallstones being so big in my gallbladder because of my Crohn's and colitis disease, which is it's a common thing to have happen. My joints and muscles are the newest problem because they're hurting almost every single day. Every time I go to lay down at night in bed, my arthritis just kills me. So there's lots of times at night where I'm trying to sleep and I'm absolutely in so much pain. They come out with these amazing things like Advil PM and Advil muscle and joint, and it does work. I just can't take Advil. I have to mostly take Tylenol. So, but like I said, like if this video and my story of my Crohn's and colitis disease can help one person, it sucks. Like there's no way around it. It sucks having it, and it sucks being a mother and having it. But my kids and like we make it work. We make it work, and you need that support system. You need a good support system if you have this disease, because if I didn't have the support system, I don't know where I would be. So it kind of, I'm getting through with the support system I have. If I didn't have that, I probably would be like, there's some days where I couldn't even take care of my kids, and my mom has come in to help me, or now being with Scott, he takes on a lot of that when I'm having a flare. So I thank him so much from the bottom of my heart for looking after me and looking after the kids when I'm like that. So yeah, that's my story in a nutshell. So if it helps one person, I'm glad that I'm getting it out there. Okay, everyone, stay safe and stay healthy and stay fabulous. Till next time. Thank you to all the people that supported me during my time in the hospital when I had C. difficile. Jennifer, my sister-in-law, my friends Amanda, Maria, Eileen, and Shannon. Thank you all so much. And to my wonderful boyfriend, Scott, thank you for helping me and understanding what I go through with this illness. You are my world, and without you, I don't know how I would manage. If you'd like to donate to Crohn's and Colitis, please visit www.crohnsandcolitis.ca, and don't forget about the Gutsy Walk. Thank you.